Hey everyone. Hey
Hey,
everyone.
hey
Hey.
everybody. How is everybody?
I'm doing
Um,
well over here.
well, I'm okay. You had a pretty good day?
Yeah, going well so far.
Good, good. I love the t-shirt, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I figured it was appropriate.
That is so cool. That's a great t-shirt.
Yeah, thankfully I've got a nice stockpile of shirts to wear
Right.
for streams and stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be a while before people see duplicate attire.
All right. So we all have wait, all Disney people have like tons of t-shirts and like I've got a closet full of ears
I mean,
and
you've
too
got to
many
have one
mugs.
for every park day. So
Oh, hey, Pat. Hey, Pat. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
hey Pat, glad you're here.
We're just getting started. We were talking about having too many Mickey t shirts, and I've got too many ears, and we got way too many coffee mugs. So, but can you really ever have too many, right?
Yeah, the answer is no, you can't. Our cabinet is proof of that. So.
Well, ours is too. Sometimes we'll have to do like a show and tell, but I would have
Mhm.
to. We're talking about spending all this time inside to reorganize, so that might be a good project. Reorganize the Mickey Mug cabinet, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in, everybody.
Hey,
We're
Pat.
gonna uh, this is I've already done a live stream, but I did it without William because he got tied up. As life just happens sometimes, and so this is our first live stream together, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, maiden voyage.
Maiden, hey, yeah. Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
We've been talking about doing this for a while, and uh, I said, okay, the only way to do it is just to do it. Isn't that what Walt said?
Mm-hmm.
You got to quit planning and start doing. So,
Yep.
um, anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. We're under some special circumstances. William said he didn't want to talk about coronavirus, but we got to mention it at least. Um, we're kind of in uncharted waters here. So um, I hope everybody's staying safe, and we all should have like really clean houses after
Mm.
this because we're going to be, you know, organizing and clean.
Sanitizing and sanitizing and organizing and wiping
Exactly.
everything down with a Lysol wipe.
Exactly. Well, the when Disney closed and the parks are closed right now, which is really kind of phenomenal because the parks only close for like natural disasters like hurricanes. The only time Walt Disney World has closed. They closed too. I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, William. When JFK passed, they closed on the day of his funeral, Disneyland.
I thought I read that in the notes. So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
So,
realize that.
well, it's so all this is very unprecedented. Disney, I guess people who are not fanatics like we are think, well, what's the big deal with Disney closing? But it really is a big deal because Disney doesn't close. I mean, through Disney has stayed open through wars and 9/11, and it's just an iconic thing. And so, especially for people who love Disney like we do, when they closed, it was pretty heavy. And so, all the all the vloggers, we're all just trying to keep everything uh, positive. We all just need to stay positive and get through this and hashtag flatten the curve. You know, stay in, do what our governor and the president have asked us to do, and just get through this because we don't want to. We don't stay indoors. Americans don't stay indoors. We go and we do, and we're used to having our freedom, and it's great. And so we just
Yeah,
need to get through it.
it's really easy to kind of get disheartened during this time, but honestly, it's a great time for us to it's just spends it together, spends time together as family, and just
Absolutely.
enjoy doing things together.
Absolutely.
We have gotten our money's worth out of Disney Plus, watching different shows, and but also too, we've been playing, card games and board games, and just enjoying each other's company, and so
Yeah.
yeah, there are challenges that come, with what's going on currently, but there's also opportunity. So it's just all a matter of perspective, and
Sure.
definitely looking forward to things returning to a state of normalcy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
once I think it'll be definitely kind of a milestone once like you said, we hashtag flatten the curve. Uh,
Absolutely.
I think that we we'll come out of this thing stronger. I've seen
We will.
a lot of positivity from people, and like I said,
Absolutely.
it's important to be there right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, enjoy this time with your family as much as you
Yeah.
can. Make sure to get some sun because I know we're staying indoors, but try to step out in your backyard or just
Yeah.
for a few minutes or so.
Sure.
The
Take a
sun,
walk. Yeah. I mean, we
yeah,
can still
it
get
helps your mood.
outside.
It really does. So
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. So, I mean, we're doing okay. There are lots of things that you can do. We're always talking about, when we work outside the home, we're always talking about how, oh, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time at home. Well, we've got it. So, let's use it. That closet that you've been talking about cleaning out for however long, let's all do it. And um, again, stay safe, everybody. Um, just stay encouraged, stay positive, and we will come out better for this. We really will. And so it's just what we do. We're Americans, and that's what we do. So
absolutely,
but,
yeah, we've always risen above. So
yeah, yeah. Well, since I'm so excited. I really am about this being our first vlog together. And so I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Dawn. I'm William's mom, and we are 2/3 of the Hitchhiking Bones. My youngest Adam is the other Hitchhiking Bone, and he is tied up tonight. Couldn't join us, but he'll join us at some point. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about the channel. We have other videos, guys. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, leave a comment. All those things help our channel. Ring that bell so that you know when we go live. And we appreciate you being here.
yeah, we're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and so yeah, look us up and give us a follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, well, we were going to talk a little bit about, who we are and why we love Disney. What's your favorite park?
Oh no,
Tough question
yeah.
already.
Oh man, we're already started off with the tough ones. It's so tough, because you can even. I mean, where do you start? You think about it. It's okay. It's always the discussion. Disneyland, Disney World,
Versus Disney World.
two parks, 4 parks. I mean, you can really get into it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that are just diehard. They're like, oh, this is better, or
Right.
this other park's better, and it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, Disneyland has 4, and
This could come to blows.
I was about to say,
Over which park is better?
Disneyland has 2 parks, but it's Walt's the original parks.
That's it. It's
and
where
then
Walt
you've got Disney
walked.
World. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
And so,
Yeah.
And
It's
then you
like,
got Disney World with 4 parks, and so it's like, and then
well,
they both just kind of have different vibes, if you ask me, because
oh, thanks, Pat.
I think you've got
Oh,
you
thanks.
look at Disneyland, and I think you have a lot of locals, and so it seems like the
Mhm.
pace is a bit slower. You got Disney
That's right.
World, and
That's true.
you've got families that have planned for years. I mean, we've done it
Oh,
ourselves.
yeah. Oh, yeah. We
And
have.
so
We have.
you're trying to get the most bang for your buck. You're trying to take it all in. So favorite part. See, it's so tough
I
because
can't call it. I
I
can't call it.
I
It's
haven't
like trying
been
to
to
choose
Hollywood
between
Studios.
children. Which one of your children is your favorite? I can't do it because it's like you said, uh, Disneyland is the original park. It's where Walt walked. He is all over that park. If you've never been to Disneyland, you gotta go. It's smaller. There's California Adventure. There are things there that you can't do in Disney World. But by the same token, Disney World was Walt's bigger dream. Disney World is so spread out. There are people that go to Disney World and they have no clue that it is a small city. Well, it's not a small city; it's a city, and so they're unprepared for having to use the Disney buses, the transportation, all of that. But if Disneyland is charming, and which it is, and it's Walt's original dream. Disney World is just that. It is a world. So
Very true.
I love them both. I love them both.
I would really, you know, I went to Chicago back in 2015, and I grew up watching and loving baseball. I love most all the sports, but I would equate going to Disneyland to,
Hey, Tennessee man, Tennessee,
hey, welcome.
welcome in.
Uh, I would equate going to Disneyland to going to Wrigley. If you're a baseball fan, you can
Uh,
feel the history in the air
oh yeah,
at
absolutely.
At Disneyland, and you can feel it,
That's a
whenever you
good
go to Wrigley.
comparison.
And so
Yeah.
it's I can just remember stepping, out on the main street, and looking at the firehouse over to the
Oh
left,
yeah.
and just strolling around the park and just
A lot in the
feeling the
window.
history. Yes.
That's the lot in the window that stays on for
Hmm.
Walt. When if I'm sure if you're a Disney fan, but the firehouse at Disneyland is special because Walt and Lillian's apartment is at the top, and there is a light, a lamp in the window, and when Walt was alive, if they were in the apartment, that light was on. Well, when Walt passed away, they left the lamp on and it stays on. It never goes out. The only time they change that is at Christmas time and they put a Christmas tree to replace the lamp, but it stays on constantly. So yeah. So, I mean, you look up there, you see the lamp and Walt is there. He is.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, back to the original question. Favorite park? So hard to call. I haven't been back to the park since they've added Galaxy's Edge and since they've added Toy
Mhm.
Story to
Ooh.
Hollywood
Yeah.
Studios. So, it's funny
No,
because a lot of people complain, "Oh, Hollywood Studios is only a half day park."
not
And
anymore.
I would see that criticism, but I could always make a full day out of Hollywood Studios. So I never really understood that
Right.
criticism.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
they.
no longer.
Oh
If
yeah,
if that was
absolutely.
true at one time, it's not
Yeah,
true anymore.
yeah, no
With
question.
with the addition of Galaxy's Edge, which is utterly and completely phenomenal, and the new Mickey's Runaway Railway ride, which is now in the Chinese theater, where the great movie ride used to be. R.I.P. Great movie
R.I.P.
ride. Uh, yeah, it's easily and it might, if they keep adding, it might actually become a 2-day park.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's phenomenal.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I am too. I am
Hopefully,
too.
got a trip planned for September. Hopefully, everything
Yeah,
will be straightened out by then. We'll see. But
yeah, yeah.
favorite park? Oh, man, it's tough because all of them have made changes. It seems like since the
Oh
last time
yeah,
I've been to the park,
yeah.
and it
I
hasn't been
can't.
that
I
long
don't.
ago.
I'm not going to choose on this one. Yeah. No, I can't
I'll
choose.
have to punt as well. So anyway, I love them all.
I do too. I do too. Okay. Favorite characters. What are your favorite
Ooh,
characters?
oh man. Uh, Thinking back, I have to pay homage. I guess I'll go. Well, I think we'll talk about this here in a minute. But favorite characters. I've got some that are really near, dear, close to my heart. Now that I'm a dad, absolutely 100%.
Hey, cousin.
I loved Mr. Incredible before,
Thanks for tuning in.
but especially seeing those scenes from The Incredibles 2, where he's trying to take care of Jack and being a relatively newer dad.
Oh yeah.
Those scenes were just
Yeah.
dear to my heart, and I really cracked me up. I loved him before from the first movie,
Right.
but really
Right.
in the second movie, whenever he was tasked with taking care of Jack, well, Mrs. Incredible was out saving the world. Those scenes were just priceless.
Yeah, it really got. The Incredibles. The Incredibles was a movie that it was kind of off the radar when it first came out into movie theaters. I went to see it just because it was a Disney movie. I hadn't seen a trailer on it. We went to see that one completely flat-footed, and it has turned into one of my favorite movies. It absolutely has. Mrs. Incredible, the whole thing kind of has a James Bond vibe to it. The Incredibles is an amazing movie, and they really knocked it out of the park with Incredibles 2. So too. So, but yeah, other favorite characters?
I have to say, Pooh and the gang, Winnie the Pooh and the gang.
Oh yeah, me too.
I mean, how could I not say them? They were in my. I had a nursery that was Winnie the Pooh themed, thanks to you and Dad. And so those have always been near and dear to my heart. Goofy as well. I can remember watching Winnie the Pooh, laying on the couch with Dad whenever I was itty bitty, and then he'd be sleeping from having worked all night.
Yeah.
And watching, Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. There's a plug. It's on Disney Plus. Those that have, you may have little ones at home. It's on Disney Plus, so you can check that out. But love Goofy. I loved Goof Troop also growing up, so I love Max and Goofy both. Man, thinking of other characters, the genie, no question. Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong. You can't
Robin Williams. The incomparable Robin Williams. I don't think there'll ever be another comedian like him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just off the charts hilarious.
Oh gosh. And most of the work that he did in Aladdin as the genie was ad lib. Mm-hmm. And the writers he took that part over and they let him go because what he was doing was better than what they had in the script. So amazing.
There's so many great characters, obviously, Mickey Mouse as well, who's the leader of the pack that's made for you and me. I love Mickey, and
Mickey.
I've grown to love Mickey, grown to love him even more because, from watching the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse with Wyatt and and so grown to love Mickey even more than I did before.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember, my first trip to Disneyland was actually in California with my cousin Patricia, and I remember, as a young girl, walking up and down Main Street and doing Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. And I just immediately fell in love with it. Pat has always been a fan, a Mickey Mouse fan, and I just kind of, she sent me my first Mickey plush, I think, when I was a little girl, and I still have it. Actually, we may have to do a show and tell, but anyway, Mickey. Who doesn't love Mickey Mouse? I think Mickey Mouse is worldwide, probably one of the most recognizable icons.
Oh, no question.
In the world.
Yeah.
Easily. So, me.
Other characters, love Frozone. Also, back to the Incredibles. Love Frozone.
Yeah.
Great friend,
Oh
hilarious.
yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
We quote him all the time for different reasons.
Yeah.
And then, let's see some other favorite characters. You mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean. It's hard to go wrong. Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Johnny Depp. What a classic character he created there. You know, Johnny Depp. I've seen him in more than one interview say that of all the characters that he has portrayed, and he has a varied list of characters. He can do drama. He can do comedy. He really is a versatile actor. He says that Jack Sparrow is the hardest character for him to shake at the end of the day because Jack Sparrow is so close to his own personality, which I thought was really interesting. He said Jack's persona is the hardest one for him to shake off at the end of the workday when he's playing Jack, which I thought was really neat.
That is really neat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other characters. Technically, Marvel and Star Wars fall in as well.
Yeah.
So I gotta loop them in. But Obi-Wan
okay.
Kenobi.
Team Cap all the way.
Yeah.
Team
I'm
Cap.
also Team
I'm a
Cap all the
Captain
way as
America
well.
girl. William knows this.
Love Iron Man, but I'm also right there on the boat with you. Love Cap.
Iron Man and Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then at the risk of keeping this from being a 3-hour stream,
which
try to limit my responses.
We'll save some content for later.
But also Star Wars, they got a lot of love for Obi-Wan Kenobi, especially. I've been using Disney Plus. I've watched all 6 seasons of Star Wars Clone Wars. So plug for that TV show if you're a big Star Wars fan and you've got all this time on your hands and you've got Disney Plus. Definitely hit up Clone Wars.
If you want more Star Wars content, I just started watching that because you told me to, William, and I love it. And have you heard the rumblings? There is a rumor that Ahsoka from the Clone Wars will be a guest on The Mandalorian this season. Have you heard that?
Thinking about it timeline wise.
Okay, let's back up a little bit for you guys who have never watched. If you're not on Disney Plus, you got to subscribe to Disney Plus. But if you've never watched The Mandalorian, it's fantastic. There's 1 season already up. You'd have plenty of time to catch up. Season 2 doesn't start until October. So get after that and catch up because The Mandalorian's fantastic, especially if you're sci-fi, if you're a Star Wars fan, by all means.
If you've been on social media at all, then you've seen Baby Yoda. The child.
Unless you're living under a rock, you have seen Baby Yoda. Right?
Yeah.
So Ahsoka, who is Anakin's Padawan in the Clone Wars, it's an animated show, but it's fantastic because it backs up and gives you all of this Star Wars history and fills in a lot of the gaps. Goes into the characters a lot more deeply, gives you more insight into their personalities, more story about them. Ahsoka is Anakin Skywalker's Padawan, and it is rumored that she will be. I don't know if she'll be making a regular appearance in The Mandalorian or if she'll have like a cameo or whatever. But I hope she's there pretty often because that would be so. I'm really pumped about that. That would be great.
Also really excited. I think Rosario Dawson, I believe, has been rumored to have gotten that part. So, her Ashley Eckstein has done the voice for Ahsoka all through the animated series.
Yeah.
And she even did the voice for Ahsoka as one of the voices that Rey hears in Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
So, Ahsoka has she's in the Clone Wars. She, I won't give away any spoilers. She's also in Star Wars Rebels.
Yes.
which takes place after takes place after Order 66 has been executed. So she's also in Rebels, and so we're thinking about, okay, what has Ahsoka's journey been? I'm in the process of watching Rebels, so I'm interested to see where her character goes.
Okay.
Apparently, she's going to be. I think she was in this past Friday's episode, which is season 7 of Clone Wars. So I'm very interested to see. I'm already watching Rebels, so I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit and continue to watch these new episodes of season 7 of the Clone Wars that's coming out. But really interested to see where her journey continues to go. She is a 100%
character,
lovable character,
great character,
great sense of humor. She, her in terms of character development, it's really rich for her as you just see her progress from being, completely fresh faced Padawan to really finding her way in the Force, and so it's really impressive. In case anybody's unfamiliar with the character, but super excited to hear that she may be in season 2 of The Mandalorian. So we'll just have to wait and find out. But yeah, thinking of some other characters, there's so many that I love. Also thinking about Baymax. You think about Big Hero 6. He's a fun character meet and greet in the parks as well. Just because it's like hugging a giant pillow.
But they make you take off. They make you take off all your backpacks. Anything that might
poke him, deflate him.
It's one of the most fun. I met him when I was there this past September for the first time. I did a character meet and greet with him, and it was so much fun because he's so animated. He's just like this big giant blow up Baymax, and he's really
he even does the
oh, I did the fist bump and I did like he does in the movie, and it was so cute. He loved it. He loved it. So that was
a lot of love for that movie as well. Having two brothers and it got a lot of love for that movie too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a good one. Baymax can be that one, Big Hero 6, can be kind of a sleeper. That's one of those Disney movies that you really need to. If you've seen it already, go back and watch it. If you've never seen it, by all means, watch it because it is a really good movie. Great characters. Highly recommend it.
I'll turn things over to you for favorite characters.
Oh, okay. Well, and I'm going to ask Pat, Patricia, if you're still in the chat. Who's your favorite character? What's your favorite character? Or Tennessee Man? Who's your favorite Disney characters?
Let us know. And
let us know. My Disney princesses. I'm wearing the Briar Rose Gold ears. So my favorite classic Disney princess, obviously, is Sleeping Beauty. I love her for a number of reasons. I love that story. I love that she goes by 3 different names, which is something none of the other princesses do. She goes by Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, and Briar Rose. And Aurora means morning in Spanish, and my name is Dawn, so it's natural for me. Patricia says Mickey. Neat. Your favorite is Mickey. Yeah. Stands to reason. Mickey's Mickey is a favorite for a lot of people. Contemporary princess is going to have to be Rapunzel. I love Tangled, love Rapunzel, love to watch that with my granddaughters. And okay, Tin Man.
Bye.
Tennessee Man, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Drop in again.
Absolutely.
Good to see you.
Like Scrooge McDuck. It's another good one. DuckTales.
It is DuckTales. There's another sleeper. Scrooge McDuck. DuckTales is fantastic. And
Definitely, I love the GIF of Scrooge McDuck diving into the pool of gold coins. It's always a funny one. And then he comes out of it and just spews the gold coins out of his mouth.
yeah. Yeah, and all of
That's
us
a
are
good one.
envious. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Other characters, other favorite characters are going to have to be Mickey, obviously. Mickey will always be really special, I guess, to most of us. Mickey and Minnie. I love Minnie too.
Mhm.
I love her rocking the dots. I love her style. I just love Minnie. Um, and I guess the Pooh Bear, the Winnie the Pooh characters. Obviously, I did. All my boys had Winnie the Pooh nurseries, and by the time I got to Adam, I did classic Pooh for him. But yeah, definitely the Winnie the Pooh characters, all of them. They're all different, and they all kind of hold special places in our hearts, I guess. Um, uh, and Patricia, I hope we have some more visitors. I know it's hard sometimes for people to join us, but hopefully they'll be able to drop in. I'm so glad that y'all decided to join us tonight. We appreciate it. We appreciate it very much. Let's see. Okay, gosh, we got to move on. We've got,
Yeah, I know. We got some ground to cover.
and we're we could talk forever. Favorite rides at Disney.
I'll let you go
Obviously
first.
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah,
Haunted Mansion.
classic.
Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. The other one that I love is the TTA, the People Mover. I have, and the TTA is one that's Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. For people who don't know what TTA stands for, People Mover is one that I have just gotten to love in the past few years. Actually, it's a great ride for. You can see all over the park. It takes you inside Space Mountain. You can, if you're hot, you're tired, you've been walking a while, you can get on the People Mover. You can rest, relax, and go all over Tomorrowland with a bird's eye view. So, yeah, that's kind of a late breaking addition to my list of favorite rides. And I have not ridden. I have been to Galaxy's Edge. I have not ridden Rise of the Resistance yet, but from what everybody that has ridden it says it's the best ride in any park. In any place in the world right now. So I'm really
gotta be amazing. I've watched some ride throughs and it just looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it does. I've watched them too, and it really does. The tech that went into that, the scale of it, really, it's brand new tech, a cutting edge tech, and I think they hit it out of the park. I think it's out of this world. Yep. Favorite place to eat. Favorite place to eat, Pat, in Disney has really.
You got to start. You got to start at the top.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Okay, so let's say it together.
California Grill.
And
near the top of the Contemporary Resort. It's just phenomenal. Every time you go there, it is incredible.
Yeah, it is. It's gotten to be our go-to place for celebrations. It's higher end. They have a fantastic chef, but they're used to. But it's still kind of a laid-back atmosphere. It's phenomenal.
We've come in there on two wheels before, wearing park clothes, and they still let us in. And even though technically they have a dress code.
They let us eat, and they actually feed us and greet us. Exactly. Yes. And we're like, with the pins and the ears. Yeah. Now I prefer to go in to there dressed a little bit nicer because it is.
It's worthy of that.
It absolutely is. But your servers, we've never had a miss with California Grill. The food's phenomenal. Your servers are engaging. They're helpful. They're funny. have really had some good experiences there. And we, you kind of started that tradition, William, of going to eat there for graduation. That's where we went for your high school graduation.
Yeah, that was a really neat trip because it was funny, because all of us were together, but Stephen, the older brother, wasn't with us. But our waiter was named Stephen.
Yeah.
And so it was like we almost still had, the whole family together because we had a guy named Stephen.
Well, we did. Yeah, we
serving us.
did.
And
he
he was
had
a
been a
phenomenal
cast member
server.
forever. And
I think he's since moved on to another steakhouse on Disney
we
property.
asked about him the last time we were here.
I need to track him down. I need to continue asking about him because
we really do, and we probably could find him because he was
memorable.
Our very first trip to our very first experience at California Grill. He really made it. He did make it memorable. We went for your college graduation. We went for Adam's graduation. It's California Grill is wonderful. You get to go into the Contemporary Resort. You get to watch the fireworks from their observation deck, which is just magical to get to see them from up there. You can see the water pageant. You can see just fantastic views of Disney World. So that's definitely our favorite, Pat. If we had to say a favorite now, we have been watching YouTuber Disney Food Blog, and AJ at Disney Food Blog has pretty much changed the way we eat at Disney. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
Absolutely. I know you and Dad have watched a lot more of her content than I have, but even what I've picked up from y'all based on her videos, has really changed the way that I've thought about it too. So huge props to her in that channel.
Well, you just you don't have to eat bad hamburgers at Disney anymore. They have so stepped up their game. In all of the parks, there are it doesn't matter if it's counter service, if it's table service, if it's the higher end eating like we were talking about California Grill, even the little food booths. There's some hidden gems at those food booths. Like there's the spring roll cart in Adventureland. The spring rolls, they have pepperoni and cheeseburger spring rolls at that spring roll cart. They are fantastic. They're a little pricey, but they're so good. The Cheshire Cattail, also in Fantasyland. I'm trying to think of the little place that you get that is phenomenal. Just so many awesome snacks that you can get in Disney anymore. The cupcakes, all of the baking that they do, the Rice Krispie treats, the cupcakes at all of the locations that are just little works of art. They really are. And always got to go to Casey's. We always go to Casey's Corner.
Yep.
Pat, that's kind of a
incredible hot dogs. It's old school baseball themed. They've got old goofy shorts playing.
It's great.
In the room off to the right as you go in, and it's
the loaded mini corn dogs are great. They have.
I haven't had one yet.
They're loaded with cheese. Those are fantastic. Anything with chili and cheese on it, it's got to be awesome. It's gotta be great. But Casey's is always a must do for us.
Another family favorite is Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Excellent character dining location. It's more so buffet style, but the food's all excellent. Meet Winnie the Pooh characters there. So that's another favorite of ours.
Well, the other really neat thing about Crystal Palace is at some of the other character buffets, if you have, especially if you have kids with you, younger kids, it is a buffet. So you have to get up and take care of your kid. You get up and down and up and down. And the characters actually do come around to your table. For example, Mickey's, the one at the Contemporary.
Chef Mickey.
Chef Mickey's. Thank you. That's a buffet. So you're constantly kind of up and down, and the characters are coming around and you're trying to eat and watch your kids and not miss the characters. At the Crystal Palace, it's a little easier. It's a little smaller, seems like. And the characters come around. I've seen them come around actually more than once at the Crystal Palace. So
Yep.
The characters there are generally Pooh Bear. They're just generally like Pooh Bear and Tigger. And
I've heard, which it may have been years ago now, and I'm not sure of the relevancy of this information. I think they'd had Mary Poppins characters there at one point for breakfast, but I think for the most part it's been Winnie the Pooh characters there. But really neat. We love it. And also another one as well, which is a newer favorite for me, is the Plaza Inn. They're right off of Main Street at Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's a newer favorite for me. I went to Disneyland for the first time just a few years back, and Jillian and I just ended up there. My wife Jillian and I just ended up there on a whim, and I got that fried chicken, and oh my, it was
wonderful. That's Walt's fried chicken. That's Walt's fried chicken recipe. The fried chicken at the Plaza in Disneyland is probably the best fried chicken. Thank you, John and Patricia, for taking us to the Plaza while we're in Disneyland. It's the best fried chicken I've ever had. And the lady that works at the one in Disneyland and runs the kitchen has been there for like 30 years. I mean, this woman,
she's good then.
She's good. Exactly. And so it's great. It's really good. Pat is asking, what can we expect to spend on food per day? Uh-oh. Did I lose you, William? Uh-oh. We might have lost William. Pat, it really kind of depends. It depends on how you want to eat. If you're gonna like a lot of people, you can take food and drink into the parks, and so a lot of people take snacks and then they do like counter service instead of table service to save a little money. It is pretty expensive. Gosh, it'd just be hard to say. It depends on how you eat, whether you're going to eat counter service, you're going to skip breakfast, you're going to eat table service. It'd be hard to say. I would say table service or counter service is going to run you, $12 to $15 per meal per person. Table service, can run you a good bit higher than that. It can run you $20 to $25 per person, depending on what you get. But of course, there are always ways around that. There are always, depending on what you eat, many meals that you get are shareable. Jeff and I go in a lot of times, and even though you walk, 12, 15 miles a day when you're at Disney, or we do at least, I think the average person walks about 10 miles a day, and you're really hungry, there's still, if you take advantage of the snacks and you really enjoy the snacks and what have you, then when you go into a table service or even a counter service, a lot of times your best bet is to just share it, because the portions are big enough that you can share. You can save some money that way, and we do that a good bit, just sharing. Hopefully, William is having technical difficulties. Hopefully, he'll get back on with us. Let's see. We pretty much covered that. William and I just kind of wanted to introduce ourselves, and we started this channel because we just love Disney. We're that crazy Disney family. We're those Disney people, to our coworkers and our family. Oh, hey, I think William's back.
Sorry, I dropped off. I had technical difficulties, and so now I'm on via my cell phone. It was
okay.
as a quick scramble. Of course, the maiden voyage could go off without a hitch, but
there you go. Hey.
but I scrambled and thought on my feet and hopped on my phone real quick and plugged in my headset, and I'm back. So
whatever works.
Yeah.
Whatever works. I was just saying. Stephen, hey. Welcome in. Good to see you. This is my eldest son, Stephen.
Hey, can you hear us, Stephen? I know you said I'm buffering. Hopefully that's... Is it getting any better?
Cleared up. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Anyway, we're just going to say, we just decided to start this channel because we love Disney. We love all things Disney. We love going into the parks. Check out, the videos that I have up so far, and we'll be posting some more content soon on that. But yeah, I mean, we're the people that, our friends come and coworkers come and say, hey, we're going to Disney. And, we know that you guys have been a lot, and can you help us out? And we love to do that. So yeah, this is just kind of something that we decided to do as a hobby, just because we enjoy Disney. We love, I think, and again, it kind of goes back to, my very first experiences at Disney when I was a little girl, and the magic, the positivity. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. If you can dream it, you can do it. That positivity and that magic, I just caught that. When I went into the parks the first time, I remember just being, watching the fireworks, going through the Haunted Mansion, and seeing that little holographic hitchhiking ghost appear in my dune buggy, was, I just thought that was magical. And I still think it's magical. And so I never get tired of it. So we hope.
Yeah, same here. I think what really, I think you put it best. We've been on vacation plenty of other places. But whenever you acknowledge the fact that whenever we go on vacation, that we talk about our previous Disney vacations, I think it goes to show, how much of an impact that, and how much we enjoy going to the parks as a family. So, so definitely, we've got a lot of passion for the brand and for the parks. And so hopefully that comes across, and hopefully, other, those that are watching our stream and follow us on social media, we're doing this because we love it. We love Disney, love our family. So hopefully that comes across in our content, and, huge shout out to Mom for quarterbacking that. And, she's done a great job so far. Looking forward to the days ahead. So, just thanks to everybody. And hopefully enjoy. We're in this to have fun together, and share our passion for Disney together. So
absolutely, and we hope to bring you guys some streams from inside the park. As soon as we're able to do that.
Absolutely.
And we'll be posting some more comment or some more content. As quick as I can get it edited and up, because we really, the other thing about this that that we discussed, William, when we started to do this channel, as I said, this could be a really great record of our family, our family in the parks, our video of our family in the parks, and just a great, if that's all we get out of it, then I think that's going to be really cool, because Stephen, that we want to get the girls to Disney. Hopefully we have a countdown to August. Yay! We have a countdown. And again, that the parks will be everything will be up and running by then. There's not going to be any problem, right?
Hopefully so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to be positive about that. Let's see. I guess, for our first one, we're coming up on an hour here. We could we could talk all night about Disney. Does anybody who's still in the chat, I think we might have lost Tennessee Man.
Hey, he's back. There were some hearts there. Maybe he dropped off. Okay. Yeah, that's right. He posted that before he dropped off, I think.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we really appreciate you guys logging in and chatting.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
We really appreciate it. Yeah. Give us a like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. All of those things help the channel, and we really appreciate it. We do have we do have a countdown. So as long as I've got it's like we come back from one Disney trip, and there's Disney withdrawal is a real thing, obviously.
Yes,
it is a real thing.
Of course.
And so, I like to come back from one trip and plan another trip. So,
yeah, I mean, you're always looking to see, towards your next trip, what can I do differently? What did I not do this time that I'd like to do next time? Characters I want to meet, stuff I want to ride, places I want to eat. Yeah.
and I am so excited to take my granddaughters there for the first time. And I'm just gonna, y'all are just gonna have to bear with me, because I'm gonna cry, and it's okay. We're gonna really enjoy it to get to show them Disney for the first time, and I think that they're just gonna absolutely love the characters. I think they will be wide-eyed and just as amazed as I am.
Yeah. You definitely have, I know a bunch of people, have grown to love it as adults as well. But whenever you go as a child and think about, your first trip, and
Right.
I can still remember certain things from my first trip, and it is special. And so they're going to love it. They're going to have a blast. And I can't wait to hear about it all.
Yeah. We're going to take all the grandkids, and while we're there, we can get some content for you guys. So
yeah.
I think lots of videos, lots of food reviews. We'll do the whole thing, ride reviews, the whole bit while we're there. With the parks closed, and we'll talk about this and then stop, I guess, for now, because we're coming up on an hour. With the parks closed, hopefully they'll be able to continue a lot of this construction they have the front part. Future World in Epcot is like called Walcott right now because of all the construction and the walls that are up. I really hope that maybe, during this, since they don't have to work around the crowds, they can kick that into overdrive during the park closure. And Cinderella Castle is getting a little facelift there for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World is coming up in 2021. And that's what all of this is for. They are giving Cinderella Castle, it already has bright blue turrets. They painted all of the turrets bright blue. Have you seen that, William?
I have. Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks good. They're gonna put a whole bunch of gold on the castle, which Walt would have loved.
Absolutely.
And I think they're also gonna give it just a really pale pink color too.
A little hue.
A little bit. So I'm anxious to say. I'm thinking that's going to be done by the time we reopen. I'm thinking that'll be done.
Also looking forward to the Tron coaster in Tomorrowland as well. So
definitely.
Excited about that for sure.
In our next stream, we're going to talk about all the new stuff that has opened recently, and we're going to talk about the things that are coming. And there is a lot. So y'all, watch for our next vlog on things that are coming to Walt Disney World. I don't know. Do you have anything else, William?
Not that I can think of.
Well, well, we've got a ton. We could talk forever,
Yeah.
of course, but
Yeah.
but I guess we'll close it out here. Want everyone to stay safe out there. Spend time with your family. Wash your hands. We will get through this thing, and Disney World and Disneyland will open again, and we'll get back to our normal routines and our trip countdowns and all the things, our normal work days. I think the economy is going to come roaring back, but we just got to be patient. Just got to be patient. So, but again, thanks so much, everybody, for coming in. It's fun to talk with all of you guys, and we really appreciate everybody that's watching, and hope you guys
and those that'll watch after it's posted as
and
well.
Yeah, if you're watching on the replay, by all means, give us a like and a subscribe and comment. Let us know in the comments. What are your memories of the first time that you went into the park? What's your favorite ride? What is your favorite park? If you can narrow it down to one. Walt Disney World, Walt Disney World, Disneyland. So yeah, let us know in the comments. But yeah, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. And I guess that's it until next time. And
follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Absolutely. And we will see you soon. We will see you real soon. And hurry back.
Back.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.